Hello, my name is Raphael Petit. I have also an accent, but not from America. I'm French and I live in Ukraine. I will talk to you about the story about weapon of mass construction. Maybe it remembers you something some years ago. I will tell you why we did it, how we run it, and what we need for the future. These guys are my family. Elias, Suleiman, Tiffany, and Emily. I am a father and grandfather of these guys. Before I was, let's say, successful businessman with money. I pollute the planet. And now I start to understand, since I become older, that I need to do something, maybe for the next generation, but positive legacy. What will be the pain of our children? Because it's also your children. It's not only my family. Climate change, energy, okay, I will not tell you what happened. Everybody knows that the boat is sinking and the orchestra continue to play. So we need to do something, really. I don't want my children, my grandchildren know this. Okay, where I can have an impact with my little person. 45% of human activity turn around the construction, digging, transportation, transformation, and so on, until the destruction. It's also 30% of pollution. There is a risk, and there is an opportunity each time. I choose the second part. 250 billion meters square has to be built in the next 30 years. UN Habitat database. How we can build this quantity of billion meters square? We continue like this? I don't think so. You see, it's impossible to take off. So, I invest all my fortune. We can build a car in 2 hours. So why not to build a house in 2 days instead of 2 years? But with zero emission, zero waste, and near zero energy. Okay, I will tell you, not zero. We use wood, bad wood, straw of rice, of wheat, and clay. This is high technology. So, 100% natural and local material, prefabricated, load-bearing, plastered product. This is some picture of horizontal and vertical EKOBLOCKS. We build 100 meters square in 2 days. We produce it in 2 days, and we install it 3 days, and install it in 3 days. So in theory, you can have a house in 1 week. Our product has several advantages. Lower energy to produce. We spend 200% less energy than concrete. And we use 20 times less of water. And we use also not clear water. It's healthier. You have zero EMF in our buildings. We have zero VOC emissions. And we have a natural, pure air quality inside, without any material, any energy. We are cheaper. Selling price, usually minus 30%, everywhere it will be produced. Energy consumption, minus 400% than the level of norms of construction everywhere. We are better and stronger. We build it for 5 generations. A building in concrete, you have to destroy it after 100 years because you have corrosion. We don't use these chemical products. Cleaner and healthier. 100 meters square of our building, it's 35 tons in prison for 5 generations. It's certified. Fire resistance, healthcare, mechanical resistance, and under the norms of construction. This is example, real example of what we have done. We built already 3,000 meters square, and now we have orders for around 3 times like this. This is a worldwide phenomenon. We are not alone. You can find this kind of building everywhere. Our unit of production is unique and replicable. Now we start to deal with Germany, Poland, Kazakhstan, and so on and so on. We have demand everywhere. We want to create a worldwide network of 1,000 production units. Only if we take 0.01% of the market worldwide, it's 20 million meters square by year. We have weakness, lack of image, noof, noof, naf, naf, nif, nif, are our best enemies. And the cost of certification everywhere. You can imagine that the lobby will not give up. So, we need to succeed more and to become mature, adult. First, I don't need money. I'm not here to ask you money first. We need clients. We need orders. We need organic growth. And then, we need faithful, long-term investor with human value. Don't send me an army of analysts and so on. You will not be welcome. So what we need? Nothing. 9 million euro. I think you have it on you today. So we need to scale the production unit. We need to develop the marketing and sales, which is a weakness for us. And we need a fab lab to educate people to continue R&D in good conditions. And we need also to test the building with all our visitors in our own, let's say, guest house. I don't like hotel or model houses.
It's the last slide.
So if you are excited by this, you can join me whenever you want. Thank you.
Okay, Raphael, it's really an incredible project. And I must say, you're really sitting on something that looks like an incredible solution that has the power to scale, and you seem to be the right person to be able to deploy that. I think as we were talking yesterday, preparing a bit the session, it's true, you put it very clearly here, you have the right solution, so you have the luxury of maybe picking the type of funders or partners that you would like. And you gave us a pretty good statement of, you have an idea of what kind of investor you would like. And I think that's key, because it's true. It's not only having a good idea on the asset side of your business and then going to really tough investment banks, because it might not click. And it's good you have that insight. But of course, now I'd like to learn more about it. And how would you visualize what a good investor or a good financial partner means for you, given that you have this power, having the luxury of choice, maybe?
Okay, I have told you I invest all my fortune because it's for my children and my grandchildren. I would like to receive help from people who understand what I have done and who is ready to do the same. Is it clear?
Yeah, but maybe one follow-up on that. So you're expecting 9 million of funding with somebody who is not doing any analysis, right?
I think. Anyway, so it'd be interesting to hear more. I think there's a range, and that's what's interesting in impact investing is there's not just one risk-return type investor. There's a range and a blend of different type of partners, and there are firms who are not mainstream investment banks, but who are advisory boutiques who can definitely help you, guide you to the right type of partners, whether it's long-term equity holders or, but at least you have a clear plan. So I think it's a very interesting discussion, but I'd like to open it up to the audience to see if there's any specific points or people who are actually in this space and want to challenge also some of the assumptions in the presentation. Yes, in the middle.
Yes, hello, I'm Marilyn from Better West. We are a crowdfunding platform for resource-saving projects. I think you don't need so much the money, but it would interest me from the technical point of view if your product fulfills all energy standards of Europe so far. So for example, in Germany we have the ENEF regulation, so you must have a building that saves or consumes a certain amount of energy. So does your product already fulfill this, or would you implement it market by market?
The standard of regulation evolve all time, and today we are much upper than the standard. The product is, we don't need to do nothing. The product is like this, we just compress through in wood and we obtain the result. It's magic, but the regulation is, if you ask me if we are on the level of regulation of Europe, I can say yes in theory, but not in practice, because they ask dozens of thousands euro each country to regulate the entrance on the market. That's it. The barrier is not in the product, it's in the laws. This product, we don't invent it. It's 7,000 years. We just invent the process. But each time we talk to let's say, an investor who wants to make a school, 100 houses, whenever is it? Even in Saudi Arabia, we have 20,000 meters square to build a luxury hotel. The first thing which stops us, this is regulation. And it's done for that. We cannot go ahead without to take off the barrier. I was invited by the Minister of Ecology of France, who is giving up now, right? He asked me, what do you want? I said, keep your dogs, take off the barrier, and we can go on the market. He said, I cannot do this. You have to go to the parliament. You see? I answer to your question?
We have a question in the front row here.
Hello. Congratulations for the project. It's great. My name is Ricardo. I've been working with Recycled a lot. And my question goes, what made you make these houses of straw and not plastic? I've heard a lot of plastic concrete and similar waste. So why go this way and not other ways?
I never thought about this. Maybe I need to think about this. No, natural product give you health. If you start to live in plastic, you will become like, I don't know, something dead inside. It doesn't breathe. Plastic is not the right way to live. Do you wear skin, what you say? You wear gloves in plastic? Did you try? The house is our third skin. This skin has to breathe. If it doesn't breathe, forget it. Use plastic for, I don't know what. I answered your question?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, time for maybe a last question. I know there's a lot. Yes?
Yeah, hi. Over here. Being only 30% cheaper than traditional construction material, it's head-to-head comparison. wouldn't you say it's not for the developing world, it's for the developed world? Because it's not enough savings. 30% is not really relevant savings to take this technology below the equator. Thank you.
Okay, it's your opinion. When you have an investment of 10 million euro and you pay it 7, it starts to be relevant, first. Second, we can sell much more expensive than the market. It's just a choice of clients. We have clients who want luxury houses. They buy it more expensive than the market because they are in a rich country. If you are able to do less, you can do more. Our strategy is to be able to sell to poor people and even not sell. Give them access to our technology for free. I feel a little bit like Robin Hood, you know? I take to the rich to give to the poor. That's why I'm in Geneva. I'm not hidden.
Thank you very much, Raphael.
Okay, unfortunately we have to move on, but a big applause again to Raphael. They'll all be here at the stands if you want to ask more questions. I think it's a wonderful example again, as we saw just before with Pete Vidura, of there's a great solution, but often the regulatory environments make it very complicated because there's 200 different regulatory environments, and it's sometimes hard to deploy. So thanks for sharing. Guillaume, our next
Our next is MGov from Brazil. Please welcome Guilherme.